Alright, so we got our first opponent here, Throbbing, and yeah, like I said, this is a BFB Colosseum boost only game, and this is a post-com, by the way, in case you can't tell. I've been really busy with school. My English teacher made me write 3 essays in 4 days, and so that was, yeah, really fun. Anyways, so this opponent here has 2 top 3 badges and a pretty nice record overall. I think I know who this is. I think this is Moist. I'm not sure if you know who he is, but he's really active and stuff in the Pantheon on the God server. Kind of a dead server now, but anyway, so we got Swan Lake here. I'm giving him a thumbs down to skip because I don't like the map Swan Lake. Well, it's okay with Boat Boomer. Sometimes Boat Mortar works too, but I'm not a good fan of it. Cobra also works on that map too. So we got Hot Tub. So what I think is the meta on Hot Tub is obviously DFA. DFA is just too good on Hot Tub. Bolt spam, jug spam, anything like that. But something else that works would be NG, so that's why I'm choosing NG Farm Stack. I don't want to go NFE, and honestly I think this map's a bit too short to go NFE. I thought about choosing Dartling for a second because Dartling Farm Bomb, but the map's way too short for that. Dartling Farm Boomer might work, but it's just going to rely off an all out, and it's not going to be a good matchup. So I'm just going to run NG Farm Spactaneer or NG Spactaneer, whatever you say, or Spactaneer Farm, I guess. I don't know how to say it. Anyways, so I was thinking about going with the anti-stall NG, but I know that he's guaranteeing running a DFA, not gonna lie. So do I go with the anti-stall NG? Yeah, okay, I do go with the anti-stall NG just to try to throw him off his DFA game a little bit, try to get him to place that dart a little bit early. But so far, it seems like he's not successful as he goes immediately for that first farm and more bananas. So that's not too good. He spikes the back though, which is pretty good for us. And we're gonna go ahead and eco. I don't know what the amount of eco you're supposed to eco to, but yeah. Anyways, we already knew that he was going dart, and yeah, he's going dart. It's pretty obvious. Anyone with decent badges, especially with the top 8 prestige like that, or top 10, I guess, they would definitely for sure be going dart. And if they knew what they're doing, they'd also be going dart, which is why most people prefer to go dart on this map. I feel like NG's like a second, because Bolt Spam's too good, and Ace is good, but I would say maybe Wizard. I don't know which one's better, but obviously Ace is better late game. And Wizard is just good at defending like mid-game rushes, like for example boosted zeros and whites. Most of the Wizard is really well against those, so he's gonna go ahead and do some layering against us. I'm gonna go ahead and buy 9-inch nails and a sentry guns here. 9-inch nails to pop the group layered, and the sentry guns to pop the space layered. And we are gonna leak pretty fat here, as you can see, but we didn't leak nearly as much as I thought we would, and we're just going to go ahead and do that layering rush, and it seems to be effective. I thought I would need to place down another engineer, but he stopped sending to defend on his side. So we did leak a bit more than him, but he did spike in the beginning, so I think we'd be about equal in live count right now, give or take. And we both greedy for our plantation, and what I'm going to do here is I know that blacks and greens are pretty good against dart. So greens are either going to force a spot or a third triple dart, and blacks on this map will just force another triple dart. So you want to send one black in the beginning to make them immediately get that triple dart, and then you're going to follow with greens. So this is good timing by us. As he goes for his farms, we're sending greens right away, and we're going to follow it up with some pinks because pinks move faster than blacks. So when they're stuck with the layering, you definitely want to send some pinks behind it, as it's just gonna create a good layering. But he gets up 3 triple darts, and of course 3 triple darts will be able to solo. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for my farm too, since he went for his. He spent money on that rush, so he's not gonna have that much to rush us. As you can see, he's only sending space balloons here. I think 2 NG should pretty much show on this map. Well, one of them's a 9-inch nail, and the other one is a sentry gun. So when he balloon boosts us blacks, that definitely means that we're gonna need another NG. At this point, I realized that he sells his 3rd triple dart and gets ready to place a spult, but I didn't realize at the time because I was busy defending his boosted black rush. So I get my NG up there because that's going to be my balloon trap. And around round 10, you want to get up your balloon trap, or you're just going to get drained. Like for example, leads with pinks over top are really deadly, or like if it gets to round 11, leads with like whites are going to be really deadly. So with NG, you want to play aggressive, and the thing about NG is that you can drain them mid game. So early ZMGs are a big factor and things like that. But it's against dart, if they get a BIA, you pretty much lose. We don't lose, in, like for example, dart chokes to a lot of moab sometimes, but So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send him 1 lead here, and it's gonna force a jug. It's a good trade-off for us. Only costs us what, like $400? Not sure what it costs us, and it costs him like 1900, which is really good for us. So I don't need to send him any. I don't need to place on my factory yet, cause the balloon trap solo is pretty much, and he's just giving me money if he wants to send into that. So I'm gonna do a bit of the layering rush here, and unfortunately, as you can see, look, spolts are too OP on this map, and triplet darts are good too. So there's nothing much we can do against a jug and a spolt, really, to be honest. So we're just gonna have to try to farm here, which is not too good because NG relies off being aggressive. And passive NG is good, but not really good because NG can only last you so long. NG's meant to be played aggressive, like kind of like a boat boomer vibe, but not meant to play like a BIA DFA thing. So he has 3 spolts, and as you can see, it literally just shreds that rush. He obviously leaks a little bit, and the spolt spots aren't as good as like offside or something, but they're still pretty good. And look at that, he has 4 farms than us, and we're down in farms, but we have NG. NG is always a big X factor in here because NG can give you constant money like on round 24, round 25. Anything round 20 plus is going to give you so much money because of the ceramics. So I'm going to send a little bit of a rainbow rush with the zebra on top, trying to force as many spolts, trying to force a boost honestly, but see, as you can see, look how OP spolt spam is, because if he boosted here, then I would have been able to send him some regen leads on round 16 and force this out. So he's gonna go ahead and go for it. I'm sending space ceramics here because he doesn't have a lot of triple darts. As you can see, it's pushing on his side because of the jugs, and the spolt aren't too good against that, so he's gonna have to boost here. Yep, he perfectly boosts, which is good for us, and he's down to 27 lives, which is pretty good for us, and we have a decent eco, so 600 eco now, which is not bad at all. So I need to place my factory down because round 18 I'm gonna need a spike ball and another balloon trap down there. I can just probably sell the balloon trap up top to afford it, but you need 1 spike ball, a 2-2 I think, no 3-2, sorry, 3-2 spac 3 and a balloon trap, because the balloon trap's gonna eat the extra ceramic that would normally leak through. So we're gonna go ahead and send him a moab with space ceramic. So as you can see, he's still spolt spamming here, so that's why I'm sending the ceramics. When he boosts, the jug should usually, and the stuff should clean up the moabs, but the ceramics are just gonna go like brr, and they're just gonna go, you know, yeet down below. So we're gonna go ahead and buy the spike balls. I'm getting ready to place my balloon trap. He's setting some leads underneath, but that's just gonna give me more money from where I can collect from my balloon trap, and we just go ahead and buy another balloon trap here. As you can see, we collect that extra $300 and we're vibing. So what we need to do next is obviously send him another moab, a follow-up moab actually, but I waited too long here because I was focusing on my own moab defend. So while it probably wasn't the best play because he's gonna get his boost back, but it might, hopefully it forces a cash out or at least a fan club or something like that. So if I would have sent it a bit earlier, the ceramics might have blended with the leads, but too late now. And as you can see, he's gonna be forced to fan club. He sells a lot of things to fan club, but I have a lot of money left over now because of the balloon trap money. So he goes ahead and fan clubs, but it's not enough, and the space ceramics underneath, along with the moab, take down our opponent throbbing. So yeah, that was a pretty good first game, not gonna lie, and I'll catch you guys in the next game. Alright, so we got our next opponent here, Noob. 7 million medallions, about 4,000 games played, and let's see what we got. So we got the map A game. I love A game because Cobra, Dart, Ace is easily the meta on this map, so it's pretty much a free win if they don't know how to play Cobra. And the way you counter is you get up a bunch of jugs and you get an ODS obviously, and we get roadblock. So roadblock is a pretty good map here as it's going to be late game, and am I thinking, do I really want to go late game here? I was debating about it for a long time, and I was like, I can go a lot of strats here, go Ninja NG, I can go Dartling Bomb, but in the end I ultimately just decide on skipping it because I don't want to go late game. And our map is Yin Yang, which is not too bad. So I always want to try this map Boat Heli, but this is probably not a good map to try it on in my opinion, because the farm spots, there's not that many farm spots and helis, so it's probably a stupid idea to go boat heli, but I did end up going boat heli, which you guys are going to see in a little bit. I was debating boomer at first, but most of the time boomer, things go late on this map, so there's no point in going boomer. So, and I was thinking whiz for a second too, but I just realized that wizard also is a bit sketch. I'm not the greatest wizard player, but I'm not like the best at it or anything like that. My boat boomer gameplay is probably a bit better, honestly, but so I'm just gonna rock the heli just because I want to try new things. obviously, with the game. If you guys haven't heard it, or if you're still watching this video, comment down below. 2% milk. I don't know. That's something random I came up with. Anyways, if you guys didn't hear, Josh is back. Probably should have mentioned this at the beginning of the video. And he is Professor Evil, which is pretty nice. So we have an OG balloons tuber here, actually working part-time for Ninja Kiwi. And I think he knows what the game needs right now. As a former balloons tuber, the game was stale a long time back then. And he knows what the game needs. So hopefully he's working on that, or at least floating the idea to the NK team. Anyways, let me get back to the game right now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna play as passive. So the more passive this game is, the better. He already got his grape shot. We haven't gotten our grape shot, which is good for us. So the more passive this is, the better. We get a BIA, you pretty much win, because heli can outlast and wizard, both of them. So I go ahead and get my grape shot here. I was debating where I should get my plantation or not, but I think I'm better at just going off for that. Anyway, so my why I send him some pinks here is because my grape shot wasn't really fully defending those pinks. So I'm trying to see if I can cause some leaks on his side. But ultimately, I know I'm not gonna full send it, because I'm gonna like send spaced. Because like I said earlier, we gotta play passive. Passive BIA pretty much guarantees the win, even if he's going wizard. Now wizard is really sketch on this map, because the way that regen leads can do this map, oh boy. It's literally insane. Anyway, so round 6, I need to send him some blocks here. We both greed for a farm, so none of us have that much money to greed to send each other blocks. And he go ahead and get the faster shooting, but I'd rather get double grape shot and create the vortex in the middle than get a faster shooting, to be honest. And we're both leaking pretty low here, as he has to get another 0-0 boat to defend. But yeah, so he gets up his 0-0 boat to defend, so he just have to spend an extra. Like, I think he spent less than us. Actually, I'm not too sure how much he spent, but I think he spent a little bit or more, a little bit less than us. Can't really do math right now because I'm kind of tired. It's the end of the day. But anyways, so he's going to go ahead and he's going to greed for his next plantation. We don't have enough money, which is interesting because I'm pretty sure he spent more money on defense than us, and he still got his farm before us. So anyways, so we're just gonna go ahead and play passive. Like I said, nothing too much to greed about, or nothing too much to write home about. We are gonna go for a cannon ship on round 10. Don't want to reveal the heli until round 15. I forgot who told me that, but you just don't want to reveal the heli until late game, essentially. So if you can't tell, then when they go for the crow's nest or the longer vision thing, they're most likely gonna go for the cannon ship. So, but he still needs to force it on my side, so good by him. He gets up the wizard, and the problem that I have with wizard is that it gets drained too easily to like zebra rushes and whites, because it forces lightning, multiple lightning. So I perfectly afford my destroyer here. Spike wants to save some lives, and honestly, we're vibing to this. But we're not vibing. As you can see, we're leaking down pretty low here, and I'm just gonna boost. Probably didn't need to boost, or if I wanted to boost, I should have boosted earlier. So right now in this position, if he all outed me, I couldn't afford an Apache, but I can afford 2 razor rotors and some destroyers, so which would honestly pretty much solo this rush, any rush he sends us. So I'm gonna try to greed for my BIA now. Probably totally miscalculated. We have low eco, low amount of farms. He's probably out ecoing us by a little bit, but it's alright. Okay, so he's gonna go ahead and balloon boost us some leads and zebras here. All we need is another destroyer to solo, and I think I can get another like grape shot or something to clean up the group balloons. But as you can see, the 2 destroyers easily solo that rush, and I'm thinking about going for my BIA here. Probably dumb move. I need to do it on round 15 at least, because on round 16, there's going to be, he can send some regen leads, and that's going to be pretty deadly for a cannon ship. So he's going to go ahead and send those regen leads there. I get up my razor rotors, and I don't do any good target microing on my own, but it's okay. We're vibing to this rush, double destroyer soloing, and I'm just going to go for my BIA here, honestly. We pretty much have no more option, and I need to sell another destroyer to go for a BIA, and I perfectly afford it. So right here at this moment, I'm thinking, oh shoot, I can't afford camo detection. How dumb is this? I literally can't even afford camo detection. So I have another boost ready for any sort of rush he's going to do it, and it's a regen lead rush. So I'm just going to go ahead and boost immediately. He sells the farm for it, and it's a pretty massive rush. It's a pretty thick rush, and as you can see, we easily solo that rush on boost. But now for a Moab, it's going to be a tricky defend. So we're going to need at least 2 destroyers and a razor rotors to solo. Maybe 1. We can get away with 1 destroyer, but it's going to be a pretty tough defend, not going to lie. So what we're gonna do to this mob is you're about to see. So I cash out because I need to. There's no way I'm defending with not cashing out, and I'm inching my razor rotors to pop the leads behind, but it's just gonna keep. And he sends this like huge zebra rush and like balloon boosted regen rainbow rush, and I have no idea what he's doing with that rush, wasting so much money. It's not like he's even going boom or anything. So I just get a crap ton of destroyers, and we easily solo that rush on boost. I don't know why he kept trying to kill me when I'm boosted. Right now, what he should have done is he should rush me right here, force the selling of the BIA with like a zebra rush, but unfortunately I have no idea what he's doing. So I'm gonna go ahead and send him a moab here, because look at his defense, pretty minimalist, and he has a really high eco. I'd say he has around the same eco as us, maybe a little bit higher, maybe a little bit less. I really couldn't tell you. So I know regen leads are really deadly on this map, as it's gonna like regrow around the bend. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and move my heli a bit to catch these leads. And as you can see, it's already around the bend, so I say see ya because he's gonna need to sell some stuff. He gets to the tornado whiz just at the perfect timing, and he's easy to solo that rush, but he had to boost. So if I all-outed him with like massive regen rainbows here, he would only be able to defend because of his farm. So he would get like a double or triple phoenix and a tempest, and that would probably defend, to be honest. But we have a BIA, so now I'm happy where we are here. We pretty much have this game almost in the bag. I would say Wiz Boat is I don't know, is it an aggro strategy? I would say it's like more of a BIA strategy, to be honest. I know the main weakness of Boat Wiz here is early ZMGs, but there's no point in setting that if I have a BIA already, and he's just going like a lot of Republics, which is not too bad on his part. He's going to be able to get like a round 22, round 23 factory, as long as he conserves his lead. But I know regen leads are deadly, so I know there's ceramics this round, so I'm setting regen leads exactly for those ceramics. And if his dragon's best on strong, it's not going to know what to target. As you can see, it's really distracting him. The ceramics and the leads, they're regrowing out of control, and it looks like he's going to die here, honestly. Yeah, it looks like he's dead on my screen, but we get a boost. Leaks down to 27 lives, 18 lives, 12 lives. Oh my god, he's so lucky. So a follow-up rush would be round 24, round 25. I think there's round 24 or round... I know there's for sure round 25 ceramics. And I'm not dumb enough to set into a boost. And he went for his factory too, which is an interesting play here. And I think the round 25 ceramics are probably the most deadly because they're closer together, honestly. But I'm chilling, honestly. We have so many like farms. We have a BIA and a plantation. So I know I'm going to have to get the Apache soon for like round 27, but for now we can pretty much vibe with the razor rotors. If he was smart, he'd continue to like send more leads, but I think he knows this is going to go late game, so he's trying to get more farms, and I wouldn't blame him, honestly. The more farms the better, because he's not going to be able to afford anything. So I sent the leads too early. Now I'm sending the regen leads into essentially nothing, because I realized that this that it's a bit too late. But anyways, the ceramics aren't that bad on this round, and he's able to solo with 4 destroyers. That's a lot of destroyers. So I know round 25, there's so many ceramics, I'm for sure gonna need an Apache. There's no way I can solo without it. So I really should have just sent him some regen leads here, but I went for my own Apache here because I know that if he sent me leads, I'd pretty much be screwed without an Apache, and I know that I can go for a factory anyway. So as you can see, I probably should have sent him regen leads here. It's already getting out of his control, and regen leads would have just made it worse. But unfortunately, I'm too focused on defending on my side. We almost died with the Apache somehow. Apache Trask question mark? Anyways, Boat Ace also works on this map, but Boat Ace is pretty much unviable because of regen leads. You need an ODS like 10,000 cannon chips to defend, and it's really, really bad. Anyways, now I'm really realizing my mistake of why I probably should not have went heli on this map. Like, look at the spots. Like, the amount of farms that I'm going to have compared to him. He's going to have so much more farms compared to us. So, it's not going to be too good for us, honestly. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to keep farming, honestly. There's nothing much to do. Thinking about a ZOMG for a second, but I'm just going to wait until round 32. And I'm just going to get some destroyers up to help with the moab popping power. Obviously, the Apache can do its part and pretty much solo. But if he's sending like leads or something, I have to reposition my Apache, and I need the destroyers for late game anyways. So we have pretty much the same amount of farms. He's leading us. We have a BIA still, and he's leading us in a Republic, but we have a BIA like I mentioned earlier, and the Apache's going to work on these Moabs, pretty much soloing it along with the destroyer. And on round 28, I should probably sell my BIA. Yep, I sell my BIA. I think I cashed out of it too, which is good, and we should be able to, yeah, we're able to claim the farm lead on this map, almost up an entire factory. But I need to place another Apache soon, because I know that late game where you're going to need multiple Apaches. And as you can see, look, the ceramics are getting past our destroyers and our one Apache. So I know we're going to need a second Apache soon, and it's only a matter of time of before we're going to have to get it. So round 29, these group Moabs are not too deadly, I would say. Pretty easily handled by 2 Apaches, and we have 4 factories, but look how much farms he's able to fit compared to us. We can't fit like any farms, so, and we're gonna need another Apache. So as you can see, we go for another Apache, and I need to get some boat pools ready, because the Apache's main job, shred the ZOMG layer. Boat main job, suck up all the boat pools. So I need to fit some more Apaches, honestly, and the destroyers up there are mainly just for like more cleanup, because destroyers they don't shoot as much like as fast as the Apache, but they don't shoot anywhere slow anyways. So it's round 31, so I'm thinking round 32 AI. 2 Apaches better be able to defend round 32 AI. That's like what, like close to $30K to $40K dollars worth of stuff. So that's a lot and very expensive defense. So we better be able to defend round 32 AI. So I'm gonna go ahead and start sending here on round 32, and it looks like he's fine with the round 32. He's spamming Dragon Thrust right now, and he has a Tempest Tornado up, but it doesn't look like enough. The group balloons are pushing past, and he does go down to round 32 AI. What a bot. Just kidding. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.